Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. First of all, thanks a lot for showering so much of love in my last video. I least expected that people will actually love my content, and put their comments on it. I am really grateful. Thank you so much. And I know I accept the fact that I'm not one of those reviewers who straight up coming after from the theater, they sit, write the script, do the video editing, etc. I am not one of those. So today we are going to review the film The Diplomat, and I thought this is high time because it's more than 2 weeks now. I was all over the place. I was lost and out of laziness also, of course. But cutting the chase, let's start the video without further ado, right? Yeah, so let's go for it. Directed by Shivam Nair and written by Ritesh Shah under the production of T Series, Diplomat actually revolves around the true life story of JP Singh and the successful mission led by him for the rescue of an Indian woman named Uzma Ahmed. Now, before moving on the actual review part, let's talk about the director and the writer of this movie. The director of the film, Shivam Nair, holds a very small directorial kitty yet engaging movies like Naam Shabana and the web series Special Ops airing on Disney Plus Hotstar. And the writer, Ritesh Shah, is also known for some nail biting at the cliffs and stories like that of Kahani, Pink, Raid, and Airlift. Well, I'm personally very happy with the fact that directors and writers have come up with stories of the so called behind the scenes strategic heroes of India, that is, the IFS officers. Rarely we come across their heroism, but in recent times we are getting a decent exposure to them, much thanks to Dr. S. Jaishankar, the current External Affairs Minister. One such story is of GP Singh, Jitendra Pal Singh, who is currently appointed as the new envoy to Israel. As I mentioned about JP Singh, this film revolves around his story when he was appointed as the Deputy High Commissioner of India to Pakistan in the year 2017, and in the same year when an Indian woman named Uzma Ahmed was trapped there in Pakistan. So this movie revolves around her rescue mission, played by John Abraham as JP Singh and Sadia Khatib as Uzma Ahmed. The film starts when she barges through the doors of the embassy and seeks help, complaining that she has been honey trapped, brought to Pakistan in the district of Buner, where she was forcibly married to a man who was already married, had kids, and then she was sexually assaulted.
अंदर कैसे आ गया दरवाजा खोलो बाहर निकाल इनको दरवाजा नहीं खोला वो बाहर है वो मुझे मार देंगे बोलो
Moving on, I would not reveal the minutest details of the movie because this story is out and about. Most of you must have already known it. But we would like to take a deep dive into the characterization, the casting, the different aspects of the movie which I liked, which I disliked. Although I would suggest that if the theaters near you are still screening this movie, go give it a watch because it is a theatrical experience rather than taking the feel in an OTT. So, first of all, casting John Abraham in the lead, in my opinion, was a perfect choice because John is someone who can't express much. His face is very straight and he is well suited for movies which is action packed, power packed. Having said that, he can ace military and officer kind of roles very effortlessly because those are the films whose primary focus is being less dramatic and more story driven.
नाम क्या है तुम्हारा?
स्पाइडरमैन
क्या प्रॉब्लम है?
ताहिर ने
ताहिर?
सर उसने जबरदस्ती शादी की है मुझसे
और फिर खुद तुम्हें इजीली इंडियन एम्बेसी भी ले आया.
Talking about the female lead Sadia Khatib, she is quite new because prior to Diplomat, she has probably done only two movies Shikara, which was the much controversial movie of the Kashmiri Pandit Exodus, and then Raksha Bandhan. Now, throughout the entire movie, this might sound a little off track, but she seemed to me as someone who had much similarities with Tripti Dimri with respect to her posture and also dialogue deliveries at certain point. Anyway, coming back to her acting, she did a quite decent part with the difficult nuances portrayed very nicely. But at certain shots, she seemed to me a little forced and over the top. But nonetheless, she gave justice to the role.
या तो तुम बहुत लकी हो या बहुत बड़ी फ्रॉड. क्या हो?
Coming to the next character of Tahir, played by Jagjeet Sandhu. Now, do you remember Top Singh from Patal Lok? Well, that's him. Excellent acting, very mysterious, cunning, and borderline dumb kind of person. You will actually end up hating this character.
अरे तारिक साहब, बहुत उठाया क्या आपने उस पे? बहुत डरी हुई है उसमें?
ऐसा कुछ नहीं हुआ, झूठ बोल रही है वो।
The torture he inflicted upon Uzma Ahmed in the entire movie, you will either be left teary eyed or feel disgusted, nothing in between. He is really convincing in his role and got into the skin of the character effortlessly.
मारा तो है हस्बैंड ने।
वैसे इंजरी मार्क्स बनाए जा सकते हैं। कैसे पता कि हस्बैंड ने मारा?
Another actor whose body of work and each role is strikingly appealing is that of Kumud Mishra Ji's, who in this film played the role of senior diplomat advocate Mr. N.M. Syed. Kumud Mishra is well known for playing supporting roles in web series and movies, but always stands out to be very integral. One of my favorite web series, which is IC 814 The Kandahar Hijack, was where Kumud Mishra played a very fun role to watch. And then, even in this movie, his role was very light-hearted, small screen time, but yet he stood out.
हिंदुस्तान की सिटीजन है लॉर्डशिप वापस अपने मुल्क जाना चाहती है तो जाने देना चाहिए
Next, we have Ashwat Bhatt. Now, remember that elder brother's character of Vicky Kaushal in the movie Razi? Well, that's him. This is only one character which has come to my mind right now, but he has been associated with many scripts like Heather, Kesari, Sita Ramam, among others. Even in this movie Diplomat, his character is loosely based on the real life person General Naveed Mukhtar of the Pakistan Army and has been named as Malik Sahab of Inter-Services Intelligence. His role in the movie has very limited screen time, but it is very fine and it has given quite a good amount of substance to the story. The film also stars Sharif Hashmi, the OG JK Talpare or JK if you guys know. So his role was that of an IFS official of the Indian Embassy to Pakistan. Now, as his fan, I was wishing that he will be having a very impactful role and someone who is seen in the movie, only to be disappointed that he is just a sidekick of John Abraham. Sad, right?
मुस्कुराइए कि आप पाकिस्तान में हैं।
बस अब नहीं होती इनकी नल्ली नहीं आ रही सब हमको मुक्ति चाहिए
Lastly, but not the least, Shushma Swaraj ma'am's role has been beautifully portrayed by veteran actress Revati. And most of you must have known her and seen her in movies like Two States, where she played the mother's role of Alia Bhatt. So she is veteran. She knows where the story is going, and accordingly, she plays the part really well. This was a serious script, and I think she as well gave justice to the part.
घबराना मत, तुम हमारी बेटी हो, भारत की बेटी।
Okay, moving on to the next segment, which is my favorite, that is the screenplay and cinematography. In this movie, it has been done by a Greek cinematographer named Dimo Popov. The film brings forth some realistic locations of Wagah border, interiors of Buner, and even the Indian embassy. So the film has been primarily shot in Punjab, Rajiv Gandhi National University of Law, Sidwal village, which is again in Punjab, and some international locations too, just so to mimic the mountainous regions of Buner. And the authenticity of recreating the nuances of high profile, high tense environment is very well carved out and then executed by Shivam Nair. Now, here are some high points of the movie. The film perfectly sets the tone of an intense, edge of the seat story. The pacey background score by Ishan Chabra complements the cinematography very well. Thirdly, the car chase scene and also a teenage boy shooting a woman gives it a very gripping narrative. Speaking of which, it is loosely based on how casual it is to give birth to terrorism in countries like Pakistan, where a young minor actually is not flinched to shoot a woman, let alone holding the gun. And I must acknowledge the makers for the fact that they have kept the story as raw and real as possible, without putting in much absurd luck by chance moments or, shirt ripping off fight scenes just because it had John in it. So that way it stuck to the theme and feel of the movie. Now here are some lows from my perspective, which you may not agree to, but that's fine. Certain one-liners which are commonly and frequently used by our filmmakers against Pakistan is also prevalent here. Now see, this is the problem with Indian filmmakers. They knowingly or unknowingly try to make a political scenario unnecessarily patriotic. And there is another scene where it is shown that JP Singh has been deployed in in Afghanistan, and he had a very traumatic experience there, which has been portrayed as some sort of PTSD, which I think was a little off track and not required as such. But nevertheless, a big turn on for me was that the director refraining from using n number of songs and rather sticking to one very famous composition by A. Rahman sir, which is Bharat Humko, originally from the film Roja, and now the lyrics has been modified by Manoj Muntashir, if I'm not mistaken. Um, and there's one more song. Actually, there are 3 songs in total, and there is one more song named Ghar, which is composed by our very own Anurag Khoikyada, and it is lovely. Overall, Diplomat is a good take on true story-based thriller, but poor execution and the decision to release it on Holi coupled with lack of promotion just failed to mark it as a blockbuster. But kudos to the filmmakers for touching upon these kind of stories, which is actually not known to much of the people. Um, and it is also a wake-up call for other filmmakers who are making films on military officials and IPS officers and some fictional characters again and again. It is not advisable. Please look forward for such kind of stories where there's something new to learn. So yeah, that's it for the video. Thank you so much guys for watching this. I am swamped up with so many things at this moment, but I think the next video will be on the movie Kesari 2. Till then, if you have any suggestions, please drop down in the comments. I would be happy to review them. And thank you so much once again. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel if you're new. And don't forget to press the bell icon so that you don't miss my next video. Yeah? Too many don'ts, right? Anyway. Okay, so take care everyone. Bye.